Man, I have done so many outtakes of this video. So I'll probably put like man, see this is what I'm saying, man, I can't even speak. I'll probably put like a clip at the end, just like a funny thing, just to show you pretty much how difficult that was to do this video. Is anybody out there feeling like completely and utterly separated from their mind? Like, I know everybody's like batshit crazy, but like the only way I can explain what it is that I'm feeling is like, because I've been up since 3:30, like, and it is now like 8 o'clock in the morning, right? And I'm normally working by now, like completely, like halfway through readings and everything else. But I was up at 3:30 this morning, right? And I had this very disturbing dream, like, and I don't dream. One of my sayings is that, Steve, one of my sayings is that I'm not asleep. Oh no, fuck! I don't know, man. I really can't think. I don't dream. That was it. I don't dream, man. I am so like, what's the word? Discombobulated, and my equilibrium is completely and utterly off, right? And how this feels is like my head is astral projected, right? Is astral projecting right out, and it hasn't come back, like, to me. Like, as if my head is out there searching for a message and that I haven't woke up yet, like I'm in a dream, right? And it feels like that my head is out there searching for a message, but it never came back, like my soul actually never came back to my mind. And it feels like that through this dream and since I woke up, all I felt is this overwhelming feeling of like depression. Well, I'm really not a depressed person, man. I've got so many things that I do in my life. I'm always so happy-go-lucky. Like, I am very rarely, everly depressed unless there is something going on up in the sky. Now, I'm not an astrologer. Like I'd say to you, I don't know anything about astrology. This is normally when I either one, ask you guys and do a video and see it and have a chat and talk about everybody else's feelings, or I start to look up astrology, okay? But normally what I like to do is I like to make sure that I feel something and act a certain way, and then if I know that it is something that's going on planetary wise, and then I start to look into it. But apart from that, I'm just not really interested in astrology because I don't know, I'm more of an esoteric, channeling person. So my calling really isn't astrology, but there's got to be something that's going on, man. So how can I express this feeling, and if any of you guys are feeling the same way? If you ever if you know any theories of like astral projection or dream, it feels like that my mind has been asleep, right? And that it feels like it's gone out there in order to search for something, but my head and my soul actually never came back to my meat suit in order to feel like, oh, Steve, we're back, blah, 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 right? It feels like that I'm completely separated, as in my soul. Look, man, I'm even shaking, and I don't shake. Like, my soul, I can't even speak. My soul, it's not retrograde or anything, right? But it feels like that my soul is kind of like out here. My head and my soul is out here, right? And this is Steve, all right? Right, this is Steve. And it feels like that when I woke up, this never actually came back to form myself again, where I can actually wake up and feel like myself and think, oh, yeah, it's day one again, pretty much, let's get on with work, blah, 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 so many things to do, happy-go-lucky Steve, all that kind of stuff. It feels like that my head really isn't intact with my body whatsoever. Like, it really doesn't. It feels like a dream, and also like of astral projection type sort of thing, where I'm not merging with myself. Like, I'm not feeling myself. I'm not energetically pulled back to an energy. Because I always say this through because man, I just can't get it out. It just feels like I'm so far in the distance. Is because any of you guys ever suffered from like anxiety? Oh, it's not anxiety and it's not that feeling, but through anxiety sometimes you can like look at things and they seem like very far off or like very close. When you suffer from anxiety, you can look at something okay, and your equilibrium and your feeling goes completely off, and it looks like the thing that you're looking at, you can't judge the distance of it, and that it's like way off in the future. In the future, it feels like that it's like way. It could have anything to do with Neptune. Neptune, I have it in the first house, and because Neptune is the furthest planet out, right? So I'm going, fuck man, I'm going really cold. So, shit. Excuse me. So it feels like that, you know. I've always explained that through Neptune being my planet, Piscean, and like in the first house, that it is like way out there, and that's what it feels like. It feels like that I am way out over on Neptune. There's something going on with Neptune. Somebody let me know. But like, I am way out there in Neptune, okay, and that I'm kind of like over there on my planet. And it feels like that I'm kind of like a fucking illegal alien on my own planet, if you like. And then it's and then like my soul is like, no, fuck you, Steve, bruv. We're staying here on Neptune. We're pretty much just gonna kind of like chill out here for a little bit. And then it's kind of like, bing, wake up, and then it's like, like that, man. That's like an analogy of what I can say, that how it is that I'm feeling. I feel completely and utterly separated from myself. Like, I really don't feel like myself at all. And I can't, like, man, I've done this so many times. I can't form a sentence together. Like, it's like all my vocabulary and everything just stayed there, and then I came back, if you can class this as actually fucking me, and like, I can't form a sentence. Like, I can't even speak properly, and I don't know who the fuck I am. Like, I don't know who I am. I really don't. Am I really here? But like, I really don't know who I am. And it's like I've lost all sense of identity. Like I like there's a spirit identity theft. Like a spirit has stolen my fucking identity. I'm probably channeling there for you, but like someone's stolen my identity. Okay, and that it never came back, and I'm kind of like, man, I am like meatless suit. Man, I can't speak. So anyway, so that's a feeling that I'm kind of really fucking struggling with today, so let me talk about the dream that I had, because this is very bizarre, man, because if I did try to say this at the beginning, I don't know, but one of my sayings is that I don't dream when I'm asleep, I dream when I'm awake. That is going to be a t-shirt, because that is also a metaphorical way of looking at it, is that I don't dream when I'm asleep, I dream when I'm awake, and I've said that for years. So I've got to make a t-shirt out of that. But coming out of the aspect of anything like esoteric, is that I still do not ever really dream when I am physically like sleeping. Like, it's very rarely that I'll ever get a dream. All of my visions and stuff basically come when I'm like physically awake, right? I have difficulty in separating the two, to be honest. But like, I had this dream last night, right? And I'll try and explain it to you, because it is very, very weird. So there are friends, you know, when you get those friends that are in school and stuff like that, and they are people that you know of, but you don't really see them. They kind of like live around your state or area, like the town. So I'll have to class it as England, but they live around the town, okay? But I haven't seen them in like years. I don't know of them really. I haven't seen them in years. We see each other probably like at once every 2 years, every 3 years in passing. Like, all right, brother, how are you getting on? Blah, blah, blah. I've seen you for a long time. Kids all right? Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, working? Yeah, great. Those kind of people, right? But for some reason, these people were in my dream. Okay, now, I'm going to say the person's name. His name was Ricky. Okay, Ricky, right? Just in case any of you out there are like, oh my God, my name's Ricky. Because I think in my readings I said Ricky Lake, right? So I'm trying to put the pieces together, what the hell this dream might mean on the spot. So I did say in my readings Ricky Lake. So this person that I used to know and do know is called Ricky, right? So anyway, you know when you just kind of like merge into these dreams sometimes and you can't quite figure out what the hell it is that they are? There was a group of people, and this person was in this group of people, and I kind of like basically knew all of the others. And I've joined in, like for some reason they were going to go and get this gang of people because they'd done something to another person, they'd done something to them, and they were all walking to this person's flat and house to get them. Okay, so for some reason I just started like talking to them and then got roped into like going with them. But what I felt like is a sheep. I felt like a sheep, like, because I wasn't communicating with them. I didn't know why they were going and I didn't know where they were going. I just kind of like followed the dream. Like I was just like right as a bystanding energy of like astral projection, of like I was basically just there floating along, not knowing why the fuck I was there, why I was doing this in this dream, but I was. So basically following this dream of not knowing what the dream was about until it obviously concluded till the end. So we've gone along on this hunt for these people, and whatever it was went down, which was nothing basically. Anyway, cut all the bits that I can't remember. We ended up in this house. with these people, and they were very violent people. But all of a sudden something happened and they're like, oh, cheers, blah, blah, blah. And they was like, oh, no, like everybody was getting on. And I was like, this is a very fucking bizarre situation to be in. And I was basically just standing back watching everybody, but really not joining in, or the people weren't looking at me or questioning me at all being there. They were just more focused on all of the people that were really there to fight and everything else. So right at the end, all of a sudden, this person takes one of these guys into this room with this fucking great big samurai sword. Right, it really changes with this samurai sword, right? And then is like, right, we're gonna have to take your thumb off, right? And he's kind of like, no, and he's holding him at will, and like he's just about to literally chop his thumb off, and I'm like, man, what the fuck is going on? I've got to get out of here. And I started panicking in this dream, thinking, well, if I leave, they're going to come and get me. So what do? Stay? Or do I go out this door? And I couldn't quite work out whether to go out this door or not. And I can remember looking at this door thinking, fuck, do I walk through this door or do I not? And like leave everybody that's here? Because this guy's in this room with a samurai sword, and this guy here in this other door, because there was like three doors. There was three doors, okay. There's a Jim Morrison reference. So there was three doors. There was one here beside me that so I'm slowly breaking down my dream, I suppose. 1, 2, 3 doors. One was closed with a guy in it with a samurai sword, not knowing what the fuck was going on in that one. Another door there with another person in it that was open with this guy with his arm out like that, and this samurai, this sword, and him saying, you're going to have to lose one of these fingers, right? You're going to have to lose one of these fingers. And I was looking at it and thinking, man, I got to get the fuck out of here because I don't want to lose any of my digits, bruv. So in the background, out the window, I could see these other people that had gone returning. So I thought, man, y'all got to quickly hurry up and get through this door because these people are just about to either one, get stabbed in that room, or two, get his thumb cut off in there. So then all of a sudden I heard this... and he was like, screaming because his thumb had been cut off. I obviously didn't leave this door, and then these people came in to surprise everybody, and then all the bad guys ran off, and someone said, oh, never mind, it's just it's just me thumb. I'll just get it stitched back on. Make sure you pick your thumb up and we'll go and get it stitched back on. And then I woke up. What a fucking bizarre dream, right? For someone that doesn't dream. What the hell does that matter? Because the only thing I can think of out of any of that dream that would really represent anything is the doors. Okay. Door 1, door 2, and door 3. And the door that was I had a choice to go through, I didn't go through that door. Okay. So I think that when I woke up, the overall message here of my dream and this weird feeling is the fact that I decided not to come back. I decided not to go and not to come back either. Because if you look at the feeling of that I feel separated and I feel on this planet and I never came back, I feel like when I was in the dream, I didn't choose the door to leave, right? and I decided to stay. I ended up okay because obviously everybody scattered off, and there was nothing that happened to me because, like I said, I just felt like a bystander that was just kind of like watching it happen, and no one even knowing that I was there. Like, they didn't even know I was there because nobody communicated with me during that dream. And like I said, well, that's it. You see, nobody actually knew that I was there. They never spoke to me the whole time I was in the dream. I just felt like I was following it. So was I astral projecting? I don't know. But it felt like that. But astral projection is supposed to be more vivid because I have astral projected a long time ago and that was real. But this felt like an astral projection, but a projection of an image, but a dream, an image of a dream that I was in, but nobody communicated with me and no one spoke to me. I just ended up following it, but not being a part of it, but actually feeling like I'm there, you know. And yeah, it's a very strange scenario of then me waking up and feeling like I never came back. Also coupled with the actual strange fucking scenario of a dream, I can't quite work out what's going on. And that's how I feel this morning, is that I can't quite work out what's going on with me. You know? No. Please tell me anybody else out there is feeling also fucking strange, like, or just am I just like weird? It's probably just, I normally class it down to the fact that I'm fucking bizarre as shit and I'm weird, but yeah, well, the best place to really express all of this stuff really is on an esoteric medium channel, right? So there you go, there you have it. Do with it as what you will. But yeah, like if any of you guys out there are feeling like very strange, separated and weird, please let me know in the comments. Let me know what you feel like, okay? Thanks very much and good night.